Well, how important is that, first of all, even in today's industry, to have a facility with all aspects of the record business?
Well, obviously, I guess, one tends to support the system that you know, or the way that you've started. So for me, I believe completely in that very same process I described, because from that, on a very simple level, you learned everything. You learned the recording process, you learned the mastering process, you learned the manufacturing process, the distribution and the sales process, all in a tiny little scale, but still it's important to know all those different things, because you need to know how they all work and how they all interact and what is necessary, because just making, let's say you make a record but you have no idea what to do with it, you are putting yourself at the mercy of lots of companies or lots of situations which, like in any industry, in anything, are going to take advantage of your lack of knowledge. Plus, I also think that if you're doing something, there is a passion that only you can have for it, that you can't sort of delegate that passion. And so you really have to sort of push it yourself, you know what I mean, get it going yourself.
I do. I think that's something that a lot of students, a lot of artists who are saying, well, when do I get a manager? When do I get a lawyer? Those types of things. And my response is always, well, do as much as you possibly can on your own before you hire anyone out. What you described, is it possible for an artist to do what you just described, or do they need someone like you, the visionary, the label, to go and do all those details, or is it possible for an artist to be their own label at the beginning?
Here we are in 2004. I would say it's very possible for an artist to do it himself, because I knew nothing about what I was doing. I just loved the band, but I don't play anything or sing or anything. So somebody who actually is a musician and can go and tour and play, they now have the ability to reach their audience. They now have the ability to let their audience know all the time when they're coming to tour places. They have the ability to distribute information, their music to their audience. They are no longer confined and dependent on meeting somebody who's going to introduce them to somebody else, who's going to introduce them to somebody else, so they eventually, maybe they get a chance to get a record out. I believe that if you love what you're doing, the best thing you can do is just do it, because it's not even work, because you're loving what you're doing. And bit by bit, if you're good at it, you will succeed. And there is no rush. The big problem, I think, nowadays with everything is there's such a rush to get somewhere so fast. And really, ideally, you want to try and get there when you're about 90.
Right.
But if you're enjoying the road.
Enjoying the travel.
If you're not enjoying the road, then that's another story.
Yeah.
But if you're enjoying it and you enjoy playing live, then why would you want to peak at 20 or 30 or 40?
That's a wonderful point.